Okay, so when it comes to finally uploading your film onto the computer, there's a fairly specialized way. We can't just do it by SD card or a lot of the other ways that people normally do it. We have to do it via a FireWire because a FireWire can transfer a large amount of data in a small amount of time. Now, FireWire cables are specialized. We can get this type here, which is basically, you can see it goes from this end here, which is into the camera itself, and an identical end here goes into a laptop. However, most of the time you guys will be using a normal FireWire like this. So again, you can see this end here is the one that goes into the camera, but this end here is the one that goes into the computer. In the computers that we have, the FireWire is located behind the computer, so you've got to actually pull it out a little bit and make sure you don't mix this up because it looks like a USB but it's not. So make sure you put it in the right hole. Once you've done that, let's demonstrate a little bit what happens. You have to connect it to the camera itself. Now, on these little Sonys, we are looking for, hopefully you can see, this little button just here flips out, and that is the IDV connection. If you were doing it on the Canon XM2, this one here, the large one, then you've got the same little flip at the back, and again you've got the Canon DV in out symbol there. For the moment though, we're going to use this little Sony just so you all get the hang of it. So the end of the wire goes into the Sony. It's got to go the right way up. It's fairly difficult to get it wrong. And all of this is done at the stage where you are not yet using the camera, so it's off. This end of the camera has to go into the laptop over here. In it goes. Now what you'll find now is when you switch the camera on and you take it to the play edit, remember in this one you have to take it over to the camera, sorry, not the camera button, the play VCR button here, and that would do exactly the same thing. But for this one we just put it onto the play edit button, and what you might have noticed was a little button, a little noise on my laptop. And on the laptop we have this little symbol that comes up saying digital video device, what do you want to do with it? You can either use Windows Movie Maker or you can use Premiere, but basically whichever one you pick, the next part is that you're connected. We press File, we press Capture, click the button, and you'll see this dialog screen comes up, which basically allows me to now control the camera. I can use my video button as if I was using a VCR. Forward it, rewind it until the bit that I'm happy with, and press record, and you will see up the top here it says that it is busy capturing. And as soon as I've finished there, I press stop, and this little capture device menu comes up. It's asking me for the name, and it'll ask me where I want to save it as well. And that's basically it. You capture video in very, very small chunks. About a minute and a half of video is almost a gigabyte of memory, so once your program starts dealing with programs with files which are more than a gigabyte large and lots of them, then it will start to struggle. So keep the files small and do some editing before you actually get there. Get rid of any clips you don't need, for instance. Once you've done all of this, you will notice that if I click OK, over here in the bin is the clip that I just recorded. And then you just keep going with the same process until you have all the footage from the tape that you require.